So I recently graduated from Aberystwyth University. It was very full of so many different things when it comes to the technical side of it, when it comes to the emotional side of it, and I realised that a lot of people will graduate in the future. I know that graduation season just passed, but I think it'd be a really good video to make for the future as well. At first I just wanted to make a video about the emotional side of it, like how graduation affects me. I think that is a video I still want to make in the future, but I first wanted to make a video just focusing on the day itself and the technicality of everything and how that works. So you're gonna have a little list here of the topics I'm gonna talk about because I haven't fully figured out the order. I think it's an important thing to figure out before your graduation date as well, just everything that happens. So yeah, let's get into it. So you'll have two big tasks around that time frame. The first one is going to be actually registering for graduation, saying I am coming, this is still my address, I do want to get my degree on the same day, just all those details to make sure that everything goes smoothly. Please make sure that your home address is correct, especially if your family has moved, because my home address, even though I changed it, was still in a different country. I had to just send them an email saying, please don't send it to an apartment my sister doesn't live in anymore, because I have changed it like before, but yeah, anyways. Oh my god, there's a wasp. I cannot leave. I think on our student record website you were able to make some changes in the form and save it for later, like you didn't have to change everything at the same time. So that's good as well, because maybe you need to get extra information from somewhere. It does take about like 20-30 minutes, I'd say, just to make sure everything's correct. Read through it. You don't want to mess up anything on it. It's a very important form. The second thing you need to do is book your gown. They told us to book it around 3 weeks in advance at least. Most universities, from what I figured, it's the same thing. Aber did as well, is that they use a different gowning service. Ours was called Eve and Ravenscroft. They also are the service that you get your photos through as well. The gown itself is 48 quid. The pictures are around 60 quid as well. In total, it was around £100 for the pictures and the gown itself. You will need your chest measurements. It'll have like a guide of if you're a small, a medium, large. Another thing you need to measure is your head circumference to make sure you actually get a hat that should sit perfectly on your head, shouldn't slide, shouldn't go anywhere, should just stay put, because you don't want a situation where your top hat just slides down your head right before you're meant to go on stage. So that's basically what you need to do beforehand. Just sort out your gown and sort out all the details for graduation. Just make sure it does say I am graduating, because you don't want to accidentally say you're not graduating and then come in, they won't have a space for you, you won't be able to do that. So another thing that I didn't have to do because my partner's parents did was book the hotel. I think they booked it 3 months beforehand, and it was still getting kind of dicey. So if you're in a smaller university town, please make sure you get your hotels booked, honestly, like 6 months in advance. So on the day of graduation, I don't know about you, but I had a lot of butterflies, and so I woke up really early and I just decided, let's take it easy, let's take it slow, not just start getting ready immediately, because I would have just been sitting there like a sitting duck for a while. So take it easy, get some breakfast, get something in you, not too much, not too heavy, because you don't want to feel bloated on the day. I think you personally would know best how early you'd need to start getting ready to actually make it. It depends on if you do your hair as well, if you just do your makeup, if you do something more down low, if you do something a bit more grandiose. So take that with a pinch of salt, but I think I started to get ready about an hour and a half beforehand, and I still had some time left. Makeup took me about 20 minutes. I also did my nails as well. These are still my nails from graduation, by the way. I have to refresh them today because I'm going actually on a trial shift for Lush later on today, and that took me around 20 minutes as well, just to dry it and everything. Once you're ready, you'll take pictures with everyone in the hotel room, at the university. There's so many pictures. There's so many bloody pictures. We got it like really dead on 11:30, which was 2 hours before the actual graduation starts, because you will have enough time to get your gown, check in, do everything you need beforehand, and I think it worked perfectly for us. So I think 2 hours is probably the best bet, because remember, you are going to have to be there early because you are going to be in the rehearsal as well, which is about 40 minutes before graduation actually starts. So remember that. So the first thing you do on the day is check in. Say, I'm graduating, I'm here. For Aberystwyth University in particular, it was on level D of the library, which is the first level. You will have a lot of people around you telling you where to go, what to do. Just listen to them as well. But the way it went for us was that we first needed to get this little ticket thing. It had 4 different tickets on it. So the first ticket was this graduation ticket, which is just a little ticket that you get. The amount of times I just said ticket. You bring it in saying, I am the graduate, please give me my degree. 2 of them are guest tickets, meaning you just give them to your guests so they can actually enter the graduation ceremony. And the last one was the graduation ticket that you keep with you and you give to the person that stands next to the stage right before you get on stage. There is a person that just helps you with getting your top hat on and just sorting out your gown and everything, and like helps you chill a little bit. So you're just gonna give her the ticket. It was a her for us, but them the ticket. So now that you've done it, you've got your degree, you go and get your gown. For us particularly, it was in our home base, which is Parry Williams Building. It is the film and television, drama and theatre building. You just come up to anyone who is there who looks like a responsible adult and you ask them, hey, where do I get my gown? And they'll just guide you to it, and you queued up to get your gown. And every single gown has your name sewn into it and the code for the gown itself. As you should have ordered your gown in advance, you should have also gotten a code in advance on a little text message saying, this is your code, this is what you need to tell them or show them when you get the gown. Find it. They probably have some kind of system to look for the codes and everything. So they find your gown, they give you a gown, and then say, can you please keep walking forward, because there's going to be a person who's going to help you put the gown on and put the top hat on and make sure everything is right. You have someone who's very nice and very lovely to just chat to you as they put the gown on you. I personally had a few people say that my dress was the best dress that they saw that day, which made me really happy for no reason. I don't know why. It's just my graduation dress, but it was like really fun to like have people say, yeah, like this is the dress, that's the dress. I'm like, thank you. Then you just walk out of the other side, and then you have the choice of either start getting ready for the actual rehearsal, graduation, or go and get your pictures taken. We personally didn't get our pictures taken at that point because it was just too busy and we didn't have that much time left before the ceremony started, the rehearsal for the ceremony started, so we decided to take our pictures later. Personally, my grad pictures looked bad because my makeup was horrible after sweating in it and alcohol. So I wish I would have taken the pictures beforehand, but whether you should take your picture before or after is circumstantial as well, really. Like, do you have enough time to take it now? Just take into account, it'll probably be like 15 to 20 minutes maybe. If they're busier, then it might be shorter because they're trying to like get you to leave so they can, you know, not have as much stress with other people. Or do you want to do it later because you think it's going to be more chill, you're going to have more time, and it is personally just your personal choice. So yeah, that's the whole picture taken gown thing. My guests arrived after my rehearsal already started. My guests were my friend Shan and her mother, lovely people, and I'm really glad she was there. I've not seen her that day, by the way. She saw me graduating and I could not find her the entire day, and we were really pissed off about that because we couldn't find each other. I'm really glad she was able to see me graduate. I had to leave the tickets for her at the front desk, so that is something you can do. Leave the name of your guests on and they will get your tickets, your guest tickets, and that is just a completely normal thing. The university understands things like that happen. So, the rehearsal. I forgot to mention this, but your graduation ticket also has your seat number on it, so you know exactly where you're meant to sit down. It is alphabetical by degree scheme as well. So, for example, I took joint honours film and television, drama and theatre, so I was sitting alphabetically, but only next to the people who were doing film and television, drama and theatre. People who were doing filmmaking were sat behind me, people who were doing just film and television were sat in front of me, and people that were doing just drama and theatre were sat way in front of me. You sit down in just wherever your place is, and the rehearsal starts. I, for some reason, had this notion that they're going to go through the entire, everyone in the ceremony. They did not do that during the rehearsal. If you're one of the rows that are close to the stage, so one of the rows in the bottom, you will probably look the first row. That makes sense. You'll probably get called to do the rehearsal, and then all the other ones are just like basically told, okay, you got this, that's what you got to do. If you have a difficult name to pronounce, or if you had a name change like me, you should probably go and get it checked out. So before you sit down for the ceremony, for the rehearsal, there will be a person with a list of all the names, and there will be a line of people. They're very visible because obviously there's quite a few people with different, names that are either pronounced differently or anything like that, and they're very open about it. You just say, this is how I want my name pronounced, this is how it is pronounced, and they just go, got it, and then you can just pop back down to your seat. Rehearsal felt kind of quick, even though it was about 40 minutes long. I felt like I was there for about 10 minutes before people actually started coming in. Rehearsal, we get to the graduation. So once again, I will say the order of graduation sitting is very specific, so please sit in your place, or you might have a catastrophe in your hand, aka you might have your name called out for someone different, or you will be called something different and pop up and everyone's gonna be like, who are you? I will also say, because this didn't happen to me, but I saw that it happened to my friend, don't have enemies on your course. Don't make enemies on your course. That's general life advice, but especially don't have enemies on your course, or people that you don't get along with as much, because you might sit next to them in graduation. Don't make enemies. Try and iron stuff out with people. I think I needed to do that quite a few times as well. But yes, please don't make enemies. You don't know who you're going to sit next to during graduation until you're sitting next to them, because of how confusing it can be. So then graduation starts. People come in. People sit down. You try and look for your parents. If you have contact lenses, it might be easier for you. I could not see anyone. I do not know where anyone is. It starts, because I'm in Wales, they talked in Welsh. Because there's a live stream going on, there's also a dop hat moment. So, people in American football, they have the, camera thing, like the kiss cam or stuff like that. So they have something similar. During your graduation, it's called the dop hat cam, and it basically is just a dop hat. That they, a PNG of a dop hat, and it says dop hat cam, and you just have to dop your hat for it to go away from you. Mine was, I was I think the second person that was chosen for the dop hat cam, which was very funny because my boyfriend was like 20 seats to the left from me and one row up, so you could just hear him squeal. On the live stream you can hear him squeal when he sees me. My sister couldn't make it, so she was watching through the live stream, and she was really excited to see me in it and everything. It all starts from the left-hand side, if you're sitting down, left-hand side, and the degree schemes just started going, and every time they'd finish a degree scheme and they all sat back down, it's sort of like a snake. It goes they go and they wait for their turn, and then they walk up stage, and then they walk up to their seat from there. They'd stand up at the end of it, and then they get more well spoken to them, and then the person who's speaking, I think it's the vice chancellor, would dop their hat to them, and then they would dop it back, and then everyone would clap for them, and then they'd sit down and all go to the next degree scheme. Surprisingly, I felt kind of chill. I felt fine until it got to the row before me. The row before me got called, and then I realized I will be on that stage in about 10 to 15 minutes. So that's the moment where your stomach just pushes down on itself and you go, oh my god, it is over. So that happens. It was a great little moment. I cherish it forever. Well, I'll cherish the graduation forever. I will not cherish the anxiety during that particular moment. Once your row gets called, you all go up in an orderly fashion and walk down the stairs and, you know, snake your way around to the right-hand side of the stage. And then you just wait there. I do not remember. Like, I felt like I have this thing called depersonalization and derealization, and I think that moment I felt incredibly depersonalized because I felt like I was in a video game. I felt like I was in a cutscene and I was like in first person in a video game, and I saw my arms and I saw my legs walking, and I did my little thing, and I was just smiling, waving. I felt nothing during that moment for a little bit, and then I sat down and I was like, nice. And then you just sit throughout the rest of the ceremony. Then we sang the Welsh anthem. Once again, I did not have my glasses on me or any contact lenses on me, so I couldn't see it, so I just like mouthed phonetically what I think the lyrics were. Once again, I do not know Welsh. Then you just go out like it's the cinema and you just finished a film. You just make your way out and you hug everyone and everyone says congratulations, and then you get drunk. There were a lot of drinks in the SU, and you will drink them and you will say, oh my god, I just had a full can of Monster and then 2 Monster Energy cocktails. I think my heart is going to explode. And then you stop drinking. So that's where we were, and you just have a little like place where you could take a picture, and it's like, oh, congratulations, and it's all like grey tinsel, like silvery tinsel. And basically what we did for most of the day was stand outside and talk to all our friends that we haven't seen in ages. Oh, and there's also, I forgot, there's also a massive picture that you take with everyone in your degree scheme. Probably the uni's gonna use it forever as like, you know, this is your home, like this is graduation, like probably use that as material as well. Then we took some videos with some of our friends from, you know, the group, and then we also made some plans to go out that night, and we were out till 2 a.m, which I thought is quite conservative for us as well. George is looking at me and meowing. I don't know if you can hear him, but he is, God, he's loud. And that's it. You've graduated. You need to bring your gown back by 7 p.m, which is just the exact same place you took it from. And then you're done with university, and unless you decide to do a master's. And I will give you a few extra tips. Please bring some comfortable shoes. I had to walk down the hill from the art centre to reception without my heels on, just in stockings, just in tights, just because I was in so much pain, and honestly, taking my shoes off didn't help. You might be thinking, I don't have places for bags and everything. Utilize your guests. Make sure your guests know. Mum, dad, sister, brother, sibling, parent, anyone, friends, lovers. You are my baggage. I'm going to give you a bag with some stuff. You're going to hold them. Okay? Do make sure you sort your hat out. Please take around 20 million bobby pins with you. Make sure that the hat is sorted, your hair is sorted, everything looks nice, everything sits well, that if you tilt your head a little bit, it doesn't fall over like mine did. Another thing, I didn't do this, I should have done this. I saw some people have a little handbag that they hid under the gown. It is going to be very hot. The gown is big, your dress is big, your suit is big, your outfit is big. You are going to sweat. Bring deodorant, bring some concealer, put it in a little bag and hide it under the gown. So you can just lift the gown if you want to, and then just take your stuff, put them back in. You won't see it during the graduation live stream. You won't be able to see the little handbag. It's fine, it's hidden. Just make it small. Just make it small. Essentials. I wish I did that. I did not. I should have listened to TikTok. I did not, because TikTok sometimes, not the best ideas. Do not have too much alcohol. Most likely, you're also going to have more alcohol later on with your friends. Remember, to be sensible, you are most likely going to have to drive back the next day. Do you want to throw up in the car? I didn't this time, and I wouldn't want to, especially after all this. So do not drink too much, please. Be sensible. You don't want to end up graduation night either in the hospital or with a concussion, or you don't want to end up just, you know, having a horrible ending to such a beautiful day. So yeah, that's all my little tips and tricks for the day. If you want to listen to a little song I wrote about graduation and about graduating and how the day was and how it felt emotionally, I'm gonna leave the little video I did on my other channel. I hope you enjoy this. I hope this is going to be fruitful in some way. So that's it. If there's anything I have missed, I will put it in the comments. I'll probably be editing this video and I'll go, how did I not mention this? And then I'll just mention it in the comments. So there might be some good tips there as well. Enjoy graduation. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. And my hand is so cramped. Have a good day. And go to start your life. Get a job. Hua hua.